Welcome to the show where you'll learn how to invest in mortgage notes, the savvy real estate investor's secret weapon to create cash flow without tenants and property acquisitions for pennies on the dollar. My name is Robert Haitha, founder of Fix Notes, and my mission is to make note investing ethical, profitable, and accessible for you. In every episode, we're democratizing the industry to put these powerful Wall Street assets into the hands of Main Street investors like you. So without further ado, let's get into this show where you're in good hands with my AI clone. Let's go. This program is for informational purposes only and should be independently verified before taking action. Understanding the true value of collateral is the cornerstone of safe, profitable note investing. Collateral is what secures your investment. It's the property behind the promise. But if you're relying on surface level estimates or dated comps, you're playing a dangerous game with your capital. The biggest trap investors fall into is assuming the value printed on a spreadsheet is accurate. BPOs, Zillow, even recent sales in the area, they're all starting points, not conclusions. You need to verify the value using multiple data sources and, when appropriate, get eyes on the property. That means ordering your own BPO, pulling property records, looking for code violations, checking tax payment status, and confirming whether the property is occupied or vacant. Every one of these data points adds context to your valuation. A vacant house might be worth 30% less than its occupied counterpart, not because of structure, but because of risk. Squatters, break-ins, water damage from a burst pipe in winter, these things tank value, and most of them aren't visible from a Google Street View image. Always ask, what would I get for this if I had to take it back tomorrow? That's your real number. Be brutally honest. A key skill is understanding not just the current value, but also what might happen to it over time. That's where investor experience and local market knowledge matter. For example, is the property in a declining neighborhood? Are values trending up due to development? What's the crime rate? And if you're holding a non-performer for 12 to 24 months while working a resolution, the property might not be worth the same by the time you take title, up or down. Also, consider condition. A house that looks fine from the outside might be a total gut job inside. Never assume the interior condition unless you've got recent photos or a trustworthy contact who's done a walkthrough. The spread between retail value and its actual value can be enormous. You don't want to base your bid price on top of market comps and get stuck with a shell. Next, let's talk data automation. If you're evaluating one or two notes, you might be fine with manual valuation checks. But if you're bidding on tapes of 50 or 100 assets, you need a system. Build or adopt a tool that cross-references public record values, tax assessments, recent comps, and even neighborhood crime scores. Scrape data if you need to. Automate your valuation inputs, but don't automate your judgment. Let the system give you a range, then adjust it based on situational awareness and due diligence. Now, a word of warning. Some sellers inflate value to justify higher pricing. Always back into value from your own numbers, not theirs. If someone's saying the home is worth $150,000 and your comps show $110,000, trust your numbers or walk. Chasing yield while ignoring collateral quality is how investors get wiped out. And of course, remember, in note investing, we don't buy property, we buy debt. But that debt is only secured if the collateral is real, valued accurately, and enforceable. If the property turns out to be worth less than the unpaid balance, or worse, if title is broken or the asset is unmarketable, you're not secured. You're exposed. That's why title work and collateral value go hand in hand. Before you buy any note, ask yourself this. If the borrower ghosts me completely, can I recover my investment through the collateral? If the answer is no or uncertain, don't buy it or price it like you're gambling, not investing. Understanding collateral value isn't just about spreadsheets, it's about building an investing process that protects your downside and creates repeatable wins. Build systems, get multiple data points, and always underwrite conservatively. If you're right about the collateral, you can fix almost any other problem in the deal. In the next episode, we'll go deeper into the numbers behind that value, specifically how equity and combined loan to value, otherwise known as CLTV, shape your risk, influence borrower behavior, and ultimately determine your exit strategies. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and thank you to my trusty Rabah and the Fixed Notes team for putting together another episode. If you want to learn more and hang out with the real, not AI version of me, join our free school community at school.com/fixnotes. That's SKOOL.com/FIXNOTES. In the meantime, we'll see you in the next episode.